desk lamp paints a circle on the wall. Midnight resting quietly across the room. A notebook opened halfway through a page, and the city humming softly beyond the window. The world feels slower after dark, less crowded, less demanding, like everything finally agreed to lower its voice. A cool breeze slips through the curtains, moving papers just enough to notice. The skyline glows in the distance, small lights scattered across the horizon. Someone is still awake out there, working on a dream, finishing a project, learning something new, just like me. A warm piano enters through the speakers, simple notes floating gently through the air. Nothing dramatic, nothing loud, just enough to keep me company. The clock moves another minute forward, the kind of progress nobody celebrates, yet somehow that's how most things happen. Little by little, page by page, step by step. I used to think growth had to look impressive. Big moments, big announcements, big victories. Now I think it's usually quieter than that. It's choosing to continue, even when nobody is watching. The room feels comfortable tonight. A half-empty cup beside the keyboard, a list slowly getting shorter, the soft sound of keys being pressed, small evidence that effort is happening. Outside, cars pass beneath streetlights, their headlights tracing lines across the road, then disappearing, making room for the next one. The city never completely sleeps, it simply changes rhythm. Daytime rushes, nighttime breeze, and somehow I work better when the world breathes. The music shifts into a gentle chorus, warm guitar, steady drums, a melody that feels like confidence, not loud confidence, the quiet kind, the kind that says keep going, you're doing fine. I look out the window for a moment, apartment building stretching into the distance, each glowing window holding its own story. Someone reading, someone drawing, someone planning tomorrow, someone probably listening to this exact feeling. It's comforting knowing progress isn't a lonely thing. Millions of people are trying, learning, building, improving at the same time. Stars are barely visible above this city, yet they're still there, hidden behind light and distance, waiting patiently. Sometimes goals feel like that too, not always visible, still there, still real, still worth moving toward. The page in front of me slowly fills, sentence after sentence, thought after thought. No rush, no pressure, just momentum. I think that's one of the best feelings, not motivation. Motivation comes and goes, momentum stays. The night grows deeper, the air grows cooler, the room grows quieter, and concentration arrives naturally, like a friend taking the seat beside you without needing an invitation. Another track begins, soft synths, gentle rhythm, a chorus that feels like moonlight on glass. The kind of song that never asks for attention, yet somehow earns it. I stretch, take a breath, look around and realize this moment is actually pretty nice. No chaos, no noise, no endless distractions, just music, focus, and time. Enough time to become a little better than yesterday. The city lights shimmer beyond the window, like distant reminders that everyone is moving at their own pace. Some people are ahead, some people are behind, most people are simply continuing. and that's enough. The notebook gains another page, the checklist loses another task. The night quietly transforms effort into progress. Without applause, without recognition, without shortcuts, there's something beautiful about that. The honesty of it, the simplicity, the understanding that meaningful things often happen slowly. A train crosses somewhere far away, its sound fading into the darkness. The breeze returns briefly, the music keeps playing, the work keeps moving forward. And for once, the future doesn't feel overwhelming. It feels manageable. One page, one idea, one step at a time. The final chorus arrives, brighter than before, still calm, still steady, like sunrise waiting patiently beyond the horizon. A reminder that every long night eventually becomes morning. I smile, not because everything is finished, because progress is happening. Right here, right now, the lamp still glows, the city still shines, the playlist continues, and so do I. Rain tapped lightly on the corner of the glass, the kind of sound that makes the whole room softer. A quiet night settling over the city, like a blanket pulled gently across the sky. My headphones rested around my neck, a notebook open beside a fading cup of tea. Nothing exciting happening at all, yet somehow it felt perfect. The apartment across the street still had lights on, someone moving slowly between rooms, probably finishing a long day, or maybe starting something new. I like imagining those stories, the thousands of lives glowing behind windows, the invisible connections between strangers, the realization that everyone is carrying dreams, even if they never talk about them. A calm melody drifted from the speakers, warm enough to feel familiar, fresh enough to feel new. The kind of song that doesn't interrupt your thoughts, it walks beside them. I lean back in my chair, watching reflections slide across the ceiling. The rain creating tiny rivers on the glass, street lights bending into golden lines. Everything looked like a painting. The city always changes when it rains, not dramatically, just enough cars become moving lanterns, roads become mirrors, ordinary places become memorable. The best moments are often like that, subtle, easy to miss, beautiful anyway. I remember chasing excitement when I was younger, always looking for something bigger, something louder, something impossible to ignore. Now I find myself appreciating different things. The first sip of coffee on a slow morning, a favorite song appearing unexpectedly, finishing a page you've been working on, a conversation that lingers long after it ends. Tiny victories, tiny joys, tiny pieces of life that quietly become everything. The clock continued moving, the rain continued falling, the music continued playing. Nobody asked them to, they simply did. There's something inspiring about that, showing up again and again, without needing recognition, without needing perfection, just continuing. The city's stretched endlessly beyond the window. Buildings stacked against the horizon, lights scattered across the darkness, each one representing someone awake, someone thinking, someone trying, someone hoping. The thought made me smile, not because life suddenly made sense, because it didn't need to. Maybe meaning isn't something we discover. Maybe meaning is something we create through ordinary evenings, through repeated effort, through moments nobody else sees. The next track arrived gently, a clean guitar line, soft drums, a melody floating comfortably above everything. The kind of song that makes time feel slower, not in a boring way, in a peaceful way. I stood up and opened the window slightly. Cool air filled the room, bringing the scent of rain-soaked pavement and distant trees. The entire city seemed calmer, as if everyone collectively decided to breathe deeper. I watched droplets race each other down the glass. Tiny journeys, tiny destinations, and somehow they reminded me progress doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes progress looks like consistency. Sometimes progress looks like patience. Sometimes progress looks like showing up when nobody notices. The room felt smaller than the city, but connected to it. Part of the same rhythm, part of the same night, part of the same story. The rain slowly became lighter, the clouds drifted further apart. A few stars appeared between them, quietly, patiently, never competing for attention, just existing exactly as they were. Maybe people should be more like stars, less comparison, more presence, less rushing, more appreciation. The music reached another chorus, warm, comforting, effortless, like a reminder that life doesn't need constant excitement to be worth loving. The page beside me filled with notes, ideas becoming sentences, sentences becoming plans, plans becoming possibilities. One line at a time outside, the city kept glowing inside. The room kept breathing, the night kept unfolding, and everything felt balanced, not perfect, balanced, a much better feeling. The rain finally stopped, leaving behind shining roads, fresh air and silence. The good kind of silence, the kind that helps you hear yourself clearly. I looked out one last time at the skyline, at the lights, at the reflections left behind, and realized this ordinary evening would probably become a memory someday. Not because something incredible happened, but because I was fully here for it, present, calm, comfortable, listening to music, watching the city, and quietly becoming the person I wanna be. The desk lamp paints a circle on the wall, midnight resting quietly across the room. A notebook opened halfway through a page, and the city humming softly beyond the window. The world feels slower after dark, less crowded, less demanding, like everything finally agreed to lower its voice. A cool breeze slips through the curtains, moving papers just enough to notice. The skyline glows in the distance, small lights scattered across the horizon. Someone is still awake out there, working on a dream, finishing a project, learning something new, just like me. A warm piano enters through the speaker, simple notes floating gently through the air. Nothing dramatic, nothing loud, just enough to keep me company. The clock moves another minute forward, the kind of progress nobody celebrates, yet somehow that's how most things happen. Little by little, page by page, step by step. I used to think growth had to look impressive. Big moments, big announcements, big victories. Now I think it's usually quieter than that. It's choosing to continue even when nobody is watching. The room feels comfortable tonight. A half-empty cup beside the keyboard, a list slowly getting shorter, the soft sound of keys being pressed. Small evidence that effort is happening outside. Cars pass beneath street lights, their headlights tracing lines across the road, then disappearing, making room for the next one. The city never completely sleeps, it simply changes rhythm. Daytime rushes, nighttime breathes, and somehow I work better when the world breathes. The music shifts into a gentle chorus, one guitar, steady drums, a melody that feels like confidence. Not loud confidence, the quiet kind, the kind that says, keep going, you're doing fine. I look out the window for a moment, apartment building stretching into the distance, each glowing window holding its own story. Someone reading, someone drawing, someone planning tomorrow, someone probably listening to this exact feeling. It's comforting knowing progress isn't a lonely thing. Millions of people are trying, learning, building, improving at the same time. The stars are barely visible above the city, yet they're still there, hidden behind light and distance, waiting patiently. Sometimes goals feel like that too, not always visible, still there, still real, still worth moving toward. The page in front of me slowly fills, sentence after sentence, thought after thought. No rush, no pressure, just momentum. I think that's one of the best feelings, not motivation. Motivation comes and goes, momentum stays. The night grows deeper, the air grows cooler, the room grows quieter, and concentration arrives naturally, like a friend taking the seat beside you without needing an invitation. Another track begins, soft synths, gentle rhythm, a chorus that feels like moonlight on glass, the kind of song that never asks for attention yet somehow earns it. I stretch, take a breath, look around and realize this moment is actually pretty nice. No chaos, no noise, no endless distractions, just music, focus and time. Enough time to become a little better than yesterday. The city lights shimmer beyond the window, like distant reminders that everyone is moving at their own pace. Some people are ahead, some people are behind, most people are simply continuing, and that's enough. The notebook gains another page, the checklist loses another task. The night quietly transforms effort into progress. Without applause, without recognition, without shortcuts, there's something beautiful about that, the honesty of it, the simplicity, the understanding that meaningful things often happen slowly. A train crosses somewhere far away, its sound fading into the darkness. The breeze returns briefly, the music keeps playing, the work keeps moving forward. And for once, the future doesn't feel overwhelming. it feels manageable. One page, one idea, one step at a time. The final chorus arrives, brighter than before. Still calm, still steady, like sunrise, waiting impatiently beyond the horizon. A reminder that every long night eventually becomes morning. I smile, not because everything is finished, because progress is happening right here, right now. The lamp still glows, the city still shines, the playlist continues, and so do I. Sunlight disappeared hours ago, but the room still feels warm. A small lamp glowing beside a stack of books. The world outside has turned into scattered constellations. Apartment windows shining across the skyline. The night isn't loud tonight, no sirens, no storms, just a quiet hum beneath everything, like the city is listening to its own heartbeat. I pull my chair closer to the desk, a playlist starts without me paying attention. The first notes drift through the room, soft enough to stay in the background, beautiful enough to stay in my mind. There's something special about evenings like this, not the weekends people post about, not the moments everyone remembers. The simple ones, the invisible ones, the nights that belong entirely to yourself. A page waits patiently in front of me, blank but not intimidating, more like an invitation, a chance to place one thought after another, without rushing, without forcing, without needing brilliance. Outside the window, a delivery scooter moves through an empty street, its headlights tracing temporary paths, then vanishing around a corner, leaving only silence behind. Everything feels slower after midnight, even time, even expectations. The pressure that follows me during the day somehow loses interest once darkness arrives. The music changes, a gentle rhythm, a smooth melody, the kind of song that feels like cool air after summer heat, the kind that doesn't demand attention, yet earns it naturally. I rest my head for a moment, looking toward the skyline. Thousands of lights, thousands of lives, thousands of unfinished stories. Someone is probably studying, someone is writing, someone is practicing something they'll eventually master. Someone is quietly refusing to give up. The thought makes me feel less alone. Progress rarely happens together, but effort does. All across the city, across the country, across the world, people are trying, learning, improving, one small step at a time. The moon hangs above everything, clear and steady, never rushing to prove itself, just showing up every night, exactly where it belongs. Maybe consistency is beautiful for that reason, not because it's exciting, because it lasts. A warm breeze slips through the window, carrying distant sounds. A train somewhere far away, a conversation ending beneath streetlights, the soft rustle of leaves moving together, little reminders that life continues even when we're focused elsewhere. I write another sentence, then another. The page slowly fills, not dramatically, not perfectly, just honestly. And somehow that feels better. The world spends so much energy celebrating outcomes, but nights like this remind me Most victories begin quietly, long before anyone notices, long before anyone applauds. The next track arrives, bright guitar, light percussion, the chorus that feels like possibility. The kind of music that makes you sit a little straighter, breathe a little deeper, believe a little more. The skyline reflects against the glass, mixing the city outside with the room inside, creating one blurred picture. And I realize life often works the same way. Dreams and reality, effort and patience, planning and faith, all blending together until something meaningful appears. The clock moves forward, the lamp keeps glowing, the playlist keeps unfolding, the night keeps offering space to think. No pressure, no comparison, no race, just movement, steady movement. I glance at the notebook again. The empty space is shrinking, the ideas are growing, the uncertainty feels smaller. Not because every question has been answered, because I'm moving anyway, and movement changes everything. The city below grows quieter, traffic becoming sparse, restaurants closing their doors, signs switching off one by one. Yet the lights in distant apartments remain, tiny stars scattered across the horizon, proof that someone else is still awake, still trying, still dreaming. The final chorus begins, warm, hopeful, comforting, like the last stretch of a late night drive. When you're tired, but know you're heading somewhere good, I smile without realizing it. Not because anything extraordinary happened, not because every goal suddenly feels easy, simply because this moment feels right. The room, the music, the night air, the feeling of progress, the understanding that small steps still count outside. The city continues glowing inside, the playlist continues playing, and somewhere between those two things I find exactly what I needed. A calm mind, a steady heart, and enough motivation to keep going tomorrow. Rain tap lightly on the corner of the glass, the kind of sound that makes the whole room softer. A quiet night settling over the city, like a blanket pulled gently across the sky. My headphones rested around my neck, a notebook open beside a fading cup of tea. Nothing exciting happening at all, yet somehow it felt perfect. The apartment across the street still had lights on, someone moving slowly up between rooms, probably finishing a long day, or maybe starting something new. I like imagining those stories, the thousands of lives glowing behind windows, the invisible connections between strangers, the realization that everyone is carrying dreams, even if they never talk about them. A calm melody drifted from the speakers, warm enough to feel familiar, fresh enough to feel new. The kind of song that doesn't interrupt your thoughts, it walks beside them. I lean back in my chair, watching reflections slide across the ceiling. The rain creating tiny rivers on the glass, street lights bending into golden lines. Everything looked like a painting. The city always changes when it rains, not dramatically, just enough cars become moving lanterns, roads become mirrors, ordinary places become memorable. The best moments are often like that, subtle, easy to miss, beautiful anyway. I remember chasing excitement when I was younger, always looking for something bigger, something louder, something impossible to ignore. Now I find myself appreciating different things. The first sip of coffee on a slow morning, a favorite song appearing unexpectedly, finishing a page you've been working on, a conversation that lingers long after it ends. Tiny victories, tiny joys, tiny pieces of life that quietly become everything. The clock continued moving, the rain continued falling, the music continued playing. Nobody asked them to, they simply did. There's something inspiring about that, showing up again and again without needing recognition, without needing perfection, just continuing. The city stretched endlessly beyond the window, buildings stacked against the horizon, lights scattered across the darkness, each one representing someone awake, someone thinking, someone trying, someone hoping. The thought made me smile, not because life suddenly made sense, because it didn't need to. Maybe meaning isn't something we discover, maybe meaning is something we create through ordinary evenings, through repeated effort, through moments nobody else sees. The next track arrived gently, a clean guitar line, soft drums, a melody floating comfortably above everything. The kind of song that makes time feel slower, not in a boring way, in a peaceful way. I stood up and opened the window slightly. Cool air filled the room, bringing the scent of rain-soaked pavement and distant trees. The entire city seemed calmer, as if everyone collectively decided to breathe deeper. I watched droplets race each other down the glass, tiny journeys, tiny destinations, and somehow they reminded me progress doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes progress looks like consistency. Sometimes progress looks like patience. Sometimes progress looks like showing up when nobody notices. The room felt smaller than the city, but connected to it. Part of the same rhythm, part of the same night, part of the same story. The rain slowly became lighter, the clouds drifted further apart. A few stars appeared between them, quietly, patiently, never competing for attention, just existing exactly as they were. Maybe people should be more like stars, less comparison, more presence, less rushing, more appreciation. The music reached another chorus, warm, comforting, effortless, like a reminder that life doesn't need constant excitement to be worth loving. The page beside me filled with notes, ideas becoming sentences, sentences becoming plans, plans becoming possibilities. One line at a time outside, the city kept glowing inside, the room kept breathing, the night kept unfolding, and everything felt balanced, not perfect, balanced, a much better feeling. The rain finally stopped, leaving behind shining roads, fresh air and silence, the good kind of silence, the kind that helps you hear yourself clearly. I looked out one last time at the skyline, at the lights, at the reflections left behind, and realized this ordinary evening would probably become a memory someday. Not because something incredible happened, but because I was fully here for it, present, calm, comfortable, listening to music, watching the city, and quietly becoming the person I wanna be. faded blue across the evening sky, the last bit of sunlight slipping behind the buildings, a cool breeze weaving through the streets, like the city is slowly changing into something softer. I grab my headphones and step outside. No destination marked on a map, no reason to hurry anywhere. Just me and a night that feels full of possibility. The sidewalk glows beneath rows of lamps, cars drift past like moving stars. Music settles comfortably into my ears, and suddenly every step finds a rhythm. A small bookstore still has its lights on, someone flipping through pages near the window, lost in another world for a while. I smile at that, the way stories can carry us somewhere else without moving an inch. The first chorus arrives, warm guitar, easy drums, a melody that feels like fresh air after a long day. The kind of song you don't skip, the kind that somehow understands the mood. I pass a row of cafes, chairs stacked neatly outside, baristas cleaning up before heading home. The smell of coffee still floating through the air, mixing with the scent of summer pavement. Everything feels familiar, even the places I've never been before. A skateboard rolls across an empty square, its wheels echo briefly and disappear into the distance, leaving only the music behind. I think about how many moments become memories by accident, the conversations we never planned, the roads we took because we missed a turn, the nights that looked ordinary at first yet stayed with us forever. Maybe the best parts of life happen that way, without announcements, without preparation, without trying too hard. The city keeps unfolding around me, a florist watering plants before closing, a musician packing up after playing for strangers, a dog pulling its owner towards something exciting. Tiny scenes, tiny stories, tiny sparks of life. The sky deepens into navy blue, stars appearing one by one above the skyline. Not enough to steal attention, just enough to remind me they're there. Patient, steady, unconcerned with being noticed. There's something comforting about that. The pressure to be extraordinary disappears at night. Nobody's comparing timelines, nobody's counting achievements. It's just people living, trying, existing. The next track begins. Soft sense, a steady bass line, vocals that sound like freedom. Not the dramatic kind, the quiet kind, the kind that arrives when you stop chasing it. I walk toward the river, the water reflecting every light around it, turning buildings into streaks of gold and silver. The surface constantly changing, yet somehow remaining calm. I lean against the railing, watching the current move, thinking about how much has changed and how much hasn't. The same sky, the same moon, the same feeling of wonder whenever I slow down enough to notice. The breeze grows cooler, bringing the scent of trees from a nearby park. The city sounds become distant, like someone turned the volume down on the world and turned the music up instead. For a moment, everything feels perfectly balanced. Not perfect, balanced, which is better. The playlist keeps giving me songs I didn't know I needed. Each at exactly the right time, each one adding another color to the night. The funny thing about happiness is how simple it often looks. Not grand victories, not impossible dreams, just a good song, a clear mind, a peaceful evening, a reason to smile for no particular reason. A train crosses a bridge far away, its windows glowing against the darkness, moving steadily towards somewhere unknown. I watch until it disappears, then keep walking. The city feels endless tonight, not overwhelming, inviting, like every street is offering another chapter, another memory, another possibility. The moon rises higher above the rooftops, bright enough to guide, soft enough to comfort, the kind of light that never asks anything from you, only reminds you it's there. The final chorus arrives, larger than before, yet still gentle, like the soundtrack to a scene nobody planned. I take a deep breath, look around and realize this is exactly where I want to be. Not tomorrow, not someday, right now, with music in my ears. The skyline ahead, the stars above, and the feeling that life is quietly beautiful, even on the most ordinary nights. Sunlight disappeared hours ago, but the room still feels warm. A small lamp glowing beside a stack of books. The world outside is turned into scattered constellations, apartment windows shining across the skyline. The night isn't loud tonight, no sirens, no storms, just a quiet hum beneath everything, like the city is listening to its own heartbeat. I pull my chair closer to the desk, a playlist starts without me paying attention. The first notes drift through the room, soft enough to stay in the background, beautiful enough to stay in my mind. There's something special about evenings like this, not the weekends people post about, not the moments everyone remembers, the simple ones, the invisible ones, the nights that belong entirely to yourself. A page waits patiently in front of me, blank but not intimidating, more like an invitation, a chance to place one thought after another, without rushing, without forcing, without needing brilliance. Outside the window, a delivery scooter moves through an empty street, its headlights tracing temporary paths, then vanishing around a corner, leaving only silence behind. Everything feels slower after midnight, even time, even expectations. The pressure that follows me during the day somehow loses interest once darkness arrives. The music changes, a gentle rhythm, a smooth melody, the kind of song that feels like cool air after summer heat, the kind that doesn't demand attention, yet earns it naturally. I rest my head for a moment, looking toward the skyline. Thousands of lights, thousands of lives, thousands of unfinished stories. Someone is probably studying, someone is writing, someone is practicing something they'll eventually master. Someone is quietly refusing to give up. That thought makes me feel less alone. Progress rarely happens together, but effort does. All across the city, across the country, across the world, people are trying, learning, improving, one small step at a time. The moon hangs above everything, clear and steady, never rushing to prove itself, just showing up every night, exactly where it belongs. Maybe consistency is beautiful for that reason, not because it's exciting, because it lasts. A warm breeze slips through the window, carrying distant sounds, a train somewhere far away, a conversation ending beneath streetlights, the soft rustle of leaves moving together, little reminders that life continues even when we're focused elsewhere. I write another sentence, then another. The page slowly fills, not dramatically, not perfectly, just honestly. And somehow that feels better. The world spends so much energy celebrating outcomes, but nights like this remind me most victories begin quietly, long before anyone notices, long before anyone applauds. The next track arrives, bright percussion, a chorus that feels like possibility, the kind of music that makes you sit a little straighter, breathe a little deeper, believe a little more. The skyline reflects against the glass, mixing the city outside with the room inside, creating one blurred picture. And I realize life often works the same way. Dreams and reality, effort and patience, planning and faith all blending together until something meaningful appears. The clock moves forward, the lamp keeps glowing, the playlist keeps unfolding, the night keeps offering space to think. No pressure, no comparison, no race, just movement, steady movement. I glance at the notebook again, the empty space is shrinking, the ideas are growing, the uncertainty feels smaller, not because every question has been answered, because I'm moving anyway, and movement changes everything. The city below grows quieter, traffic becoming sparse, restaurants closing their doors, signs switching off one by one, yet the lights in distant apartments remain, tiny stars scattered across the horizon, proof that someone else is still awake, still trying, still dreaming. The final chorus begins, warm, hopeful, comforting, like the last stretch of a late night drive when you're tired but know you're heading somewhere good. I smile without realizing it, not because anything extraordinary happened, not because every goal suddenly feels easy, simply because this moment feels right. The room, the music, the night air, the feeling of progress, the understanding that small steps still count. Outside, the city continues glowing, inside, the playlist continues playing, and somewhere between those two things I find exactly what I needed, a calm mind, a steady heart, and enough motivation to keep going tomorrow. Faded blue across the evening sky, the last bit of sunlight slipping behind the buildings, a cool breeze weaving through the streets, like the city is slowly changing into something softer. I grab my headphones and step outside, no destination marked on a map, no reason to hurry anywhere, just me and a night that feels full of possibility. The sidewalk glows beneath rows of lamps, cars drift past like moving stars, music settles comfortably into my ears, and suddenly every step finds a rhythm. A small bookstore still has its lights on, someone flipping through pages near the window, lost in another world for a while. I smile at that, the way stories can carry us somewhere else without moving an inch. The first chorus arrives, warm guitar, easy drums, a melody that feels like fresh air after a long day, the kind of song you don't skip, the kind that somehow understands the mood. I pass a row of cafes, chairs stacked neatly outside, baristas cleaning up before heading home. smell of coffee still floating through the air, mixing with the scent of summer pavement. Everything feels familiar, even the places I've never been before. A skateboard rolls across an empty square, its wheels echo briefly, then disappear into the distance, leaving only the music behind. I think about how many moments become memories by accident. The conversations we never planned, the roads we took because we missed the turn. The nights that looked ordinary at first, yet stayed with us forever. Maybe the best parts of life happen that way, without announcements, without preparation, without trying too hard. The city keeps unfolding around me, a florist watering plants before closing, a musician packing up after playing for strangers, a dog pulling its owner towards something exciting. Tiny scenes, tiny stories, tiny sparks of life. The sky deepens into navy blue, stars appearing one by one above the skyline. Not enough to steal attention, just enough to remind me they're there. Patient, steady, unconcerned with being noticed. There's something comforting about that. The pressure to be extraordinary disappears at night. Nobody is comparing timelines, nobody is counting achievements. It's just people living, trying, existing. The next track begins, soft synths, a steady bassline, vocals that sound like freedom. Not the dramatic kind, the quiet kind, the kind that arrives when you stop chasing it. I walk toward the river, the water reflecting every light around it, turning buildings into streaks of gold and silver. The surface constantly changing, yet somehow remaining calm. I lean against the railing, watching the current move, thinking about how much has changed and how much hasn't. The same sky, the same moon, the same feeling of wonder whenever I slow down enough to notice. The breeze grows cooler, bringing the scent of trees from a nearby park. The city sounds become distant, like someone turned the volume down on the world and turned the music up instead. For a moment, everything feels perfectly balanced. Not perfect balanced, which is better. The playlist keeps giving me songs I didn't know I needed, each one arriving at exactly the right time, each one adding another color to the night. The funny thing about happiness is how simple it often looks. Not grand victories, not impossible dreams, just a good song, a clear mind, a peaceful evening, a reason to smile for no particular reason. A train crosses a bridge far away, its windows glowing against the darkness, moving steadily towards somewhere unknown. I watch until it disappears, then keep walking. The city feels endless tonight, not overwhelming, inviting. Like every street is offering another chapter, another memory, another possibility. The moon rises higher above the rooftops, bright enough to guide, soft enough to comfort. The kind of light that never asks anything from you, only reminds you it's there. The final chorus arrives, larger than before, yet still gentle, like the soundtrack to a scene nobody planned. I take a deep breath, look around and realize this is exactly where I wanna be. Not tomorrow, not someday, right now, with music in my ears. The skyline ahead, the stars above, and the feeling that life is quietly beautiful.